Welcome everyone. We will just go through the previous two verses. Durga Prasad is co-host. He can do the admits and other things. So we will see 33 and 34 and then we'll take up 35 and 36. Amanatvaname dukkha ragadvesha dveshabhyadayah अप्राणो हि अमनाः शुभ्रः इत्यादि श्रुतिशासनात् निर्गुणो निष्क्रियो नित्यो निर्विकल्पो निरञ्जनः निर्विकारो निराकारो नित्यमुक्तोऽस्मि निर्मलः निर्गुणो निष्क्रियो नित्यो निर्विकल्पो निरञ्जनः निर्विकारो निराकारो नित्यमुक्तोऽस्मि निर्मलः. Nididhyasana. We have to contemplate on each of those words. Today, two verses also are Nididhyasana verses. 35. Ahamakashavat sarvam bahirantargatochyutah sada sarvasamah siddho nisango nirmalo chalah. Ahamakashavat sarvam bahirantargatochyutah sada sarva samah siddhah nisango nirmalo chalah. The next one. Nitya suddha vimuktaikam akhandanandamadvayam satyam jnanamanantam yat paramam brahma ahameva tat. Ahamakashavat sarvam bahirantargatochyutah sada sarva samah siddhah nisango nirmalo chalah. Okay, let us examine each one of these words. Aham, me, I am, ahamasmi, akashavat, like the space, sarvam, everywhere, where, bahihi, antargataha, spread inside and outside. Is that so? Yes. What else? Achyutaha, changeless. I will not fall from my akasha swarupa. Like, nitya sarvagataha akasham. Like that, sada, ever, sarvasamaha, completely equiposed. Siddhaha, not to get somewhere else, already available. Nisangaha, I am not having any relationship with any object or people. Nirmalaha, earlier also we have seen. Aniranjanaha, nirmalaha, without ajnana. Achalaha, there is no moment of even a trace, because moment is mind, moment is vritti, vritti is objectification. There is no chalaha here. That's why achalaha. So, like the space, I fill all, sarvam. What are those all? Within and without. Within ante antar, without ante bahir. There is no discrimination of within and without for me. For example, space. Is it within the room or outside the room? It is within the room as well as outside the room. It is sarvagataha. Everywhere it is spread out. I keep a tumbler on the table and I ask you, is there space in the tumbler? Yes, there is space. Is the tumbler in the space or Space is in the tumbler. Think about it. Is the space in the tumbler or the tumbler itself is in the space? Both are true. Whatever space is there in the tumbler is the space outside. There are no in and out here. Bahihi antaha differentiation is not there. That's why I am everywhere. Sarvam. Achyutaha. Changeless. Sada samaha. Every time, every place, in every being, same in all. Sada sarvaha samaha. Sarvaha sada samaha. Siddhaha. I am ever available at all times. Nirmalaha, I am the pure. Nissangaha, I don't have any relationship. You tell me a relationship, wife? Sorry, it is not related to Atma. Husband, not related. Son, not related. From, friend, not related. Object, laptop, not related. Maybe it is related to you as an individual, but not as the Chaitanya Atma. Achalaha, motionless. Aham, I, Akashavat, like the space. Sarvam, all things. Bahihi, without. Antaha, antargataha, within. Achyutaha, changeless. Sada, not one time, every time, all the time, always. Sada, sarva samaha, same in all, equilibrium. And then Suddhaha, very pure. Nissangaha, unattached. If you read it as a Siddhaha, Suddhaha is one part, Siddhaha is one part. Suddhaha is pure, Siddhaha is already available. Because the word Nirmalaha is there, we can use it as Siddhaha also, nothing wrong. Nirmalaha, stainless, taintless, without any ajnana. Achalaha, motionless. Aham akashavat sarvagataha. Sarvagataha means all pervading, vyaptaha. So, I, the Chaitanya, the consciousness, the absolute consciousness, pervades everything. There is no antaha and bahihi distinction, no in and out. If you consider an upadhi, a body or an object, then there is inner and outer. Atma is not related to any upadhi or any limitation. So there is no question of antaha and bahihi. It is both within and without. Like what? Take the example of Akasha. Somebody asks us, is the space outside or inside? Space is inside as well as outside. Please show me the space. Do you have to go elsewhere to show the space? It is ever available here, like that. Achyutaha. Chuta means to fall, to denigrate oneself. Achyutaha. I have never fallen, means I never lose my nature. What is my nature? Purnatvam is my nature. I never become apurna. That is the achyutaha. For example, one goes to Swarga. Let us say there is an imaginary world, Swarga. Once the credit card balance is over, then they will refuse to keep you there. They will send you out of the hotel. Sir, your card balance is nil. You don't have cash also, then you go. So like that, and Swarga, the punya is the credit card. All the punya is over. Then you have to come back. Kshene punya marchalokam vishanti. Moksha is my Swarupa. When something is my Swarupa, it can never be lost from me. For example, heat is there, Agni is there. Can you separate the Swarupa, the Swabhava of Agni from the heat? Agni and heat are one and the same. Sun is there, light is there. Light is the Swabhava of sun. It is not an attribute. It is the Swarupa or Swabhava of the sun. When something is an attribute, it can change. For example, you have long hair. You cut it, it becomes short hair. Okay, somebody has got an accident. Before he was having a good hand. Now he doesn't have hand. That's an attribute. Attribute can change. Whereas Swabhava or Swarupa cannot change. What is the Swarupa of mind? Achyutaha. So there is no question of falling from the Swarupa. Like the heat and fire cannot be separated, the light and sun cannot be separated, the Atma and its imperishable nature, unchanging nature cannot be separated because Achyutaha means it is ever the same, never changes. The one may ask, how did I lose? Okay, if this is my Swarupa, sir, you are telling I am that Parabrahma. If that is my Swarupa, when did I lose it? And how did I lose it? Why am I not knowing Brahman? When did I lose my Swarupa? Where did I lose it? How did I lose it? Sorry, my dear, you never lost it. This is already there. The point is, till now you are thinking you lost it. But you never lost it. Let us say you keep an ornament in the neck and forget that it is there. Sometimes it will be right before your eyes. You keep searching it. You think it is lost. You search everywhere. Finally, you find in your neck or in the drawer in your pocket. That means it is already there. It is never lost. When did I lose? I never lost. Where did I lose? That question does. How did I lose? You did not lose. It is always your Swarupa. Bhagavan is Achyutaha. Bhagavan is Sakshi, Chaitanya Atma. In fact, really speaking, Achyuta is one of the names which we address the Parabrahman. Achyutaha means Parabrahma, the one who never falls from his Svabhava or Svarupa, from his own nature. Lord Krishna in Gita says, Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san. Ajo api san, I am not born. Avyayatma, I am not having any chuti or change. Bhutanam ishvaropi san, I am the Ishvara in every prani. But prakritim swam avastapya, I have taken the prakriti or maya as an adjunct. Sambhavami Atmamayaya. I am available as different beings because of my Atma Maya. Atma is Swamaya. The Maya is also Parabrahma. Atma Maya. Rajopi san avyayatma bhutanam Ishvaro api san. Even though I am unborn, even though I am avyaya, even though I am the presiding force Chaitanya in every being, I take the Maya as my support or adjunct and manifest in different ways. Prakritim swam adhishtaya sambhavami atmamayaya. Though birthless and immortal, I manifest through my own Maya, keeping my nature or Prakritim swam adhishtaya, under control. Here, Sada Sarva Samaha, Acharya says, Sarva Samaha, same in everything, everywhere, every being, every place, every time. Sada means everywhere, always. Sarva Samaha. Sarva means time, place, person. There is no difference. In this place he is like this, in another place he is more powerful, in another person he is less powerful, in another time he will be more not like that. Sada Sarvaha Samaha. Everywhere. When? Every time. Sada. Always, all the time. We have to add this sada as an adjective to all the things Acharya has said. Sada sarva samaha, sada bahirantargataha, sada achyutaha, sada sarva samaha, sada suddhaha, sada nissangaha. Instead of taking that sada as another word, you better take the sada and put before each of the adjectives there. Sada sarva samaha, same in all, every time. That's what the Bhagavad Gita says, 5th chapter. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavi hastini sunichaiva swapakecha pandita samadarsinah. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram. Sarveshu bhuteshu, in all the beings, parameshwaram, that Chaitanya, absolute consciousness, tishtantam, It is there. How? Sama, equally, equiposed, in the same manner. So, this particular Chaitanya, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, very highly educated, erudite scholar. Brahmane, a person who is always towards the Brahmajnana, or Gavi on the cow, Hastini on the elephant, and then the Suni on the dog, Swapakecha, people who eat lower, who lead lower level of life, in all of them, Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Panditas, learned people, see the Sama. Sama is Brahma. Just now we have given the Sama adjective to Brahma. Sama is Brahma. Panditas see Brahman in everything. What is the nature of all? Satchit Rupa in all. The difference belongs to the Nama and Rupa. Sat is there is no difference. Chit is there is no difference. This is called the Satchidatma. Nissangaha, free from any relationships. If you say some particular God has got a wife, then you are mistaken. There is no wife or husband or children, Kumaraswamy, Ganesha are children of Lord Shiva. Then you have made him come down into a very, very, very limited sense. But in fact, Shiva means the Ananta Chaitanya. He doesn't have any family, any relationships. Nissangaha, especially by the Grihasthas, we have several relationships. Today my relations are coming, sir. I cannot attend Atma Bodha class. These relationships are sometimes very killing. Then how to lead? In spite of the relationships, you should be there conducting as the Sarva Samaha Nissangaha. How? Look at your tongue. This tongue, there are 32 teeth. It's not getting touched by any one of those sharp teeth while you are eating, speaking, and doing all the acts of the tongue. The tongue is not bitten at all. It is keeping itself away from the relationship with the teeth. But it is within the teeth only. Like that, be in the boat. Let the water, the boat will be in the water. Let the boat be in water. But let not the water be in the boat. Like a tongue, like the boat, you be in the relationships, but don't merge with the relationship. Don't run after the relationship. Don't take them as real relationships. They're all false relationships. Role play. You are playing a role of a husband, father, son, friend, employer, employee. During that role play, certain relationships will come. They only have an understanding and a sort of reality up to that vyavahara, transactional reality only. There is no absolute reality in them. This is what is meant by asanga. So, if this meditation you practice asangoham, 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 punah punaha, what will happen? All your relationships, the attached raga and dvesha, the pleasure and pain, all will be only transactional. They will not go into the super reality understanding. This is what I have to accept. This is what is called the Nissangaha. The next word is Nirmalaha. Nirmalaha means, we have seen it in the previous sloka also, Nirmala, Niranjana. Here also same word. Mala is Ajnana, or the wrong understanding. Nirmala means without that understanding. So let's read the verse once again before we go deeper. अहमाकाशवत् सर्वं बहिरन्तर्गतोच्युतः सदा सर्वसमसिद्धो निसंगो निर्मलो achala. Achala means there is no moment. Moment is mind. Achala means I am not. There is no moment means I am not the mind. That is the way you have to understand. Achala means not moving from one place to another. That also you can say, because Atma is everywhere, where will it move? Suppose I have to move, I can move from here to Hyderabad. Because I am here, Hyderabad is elsewhere. But Atma is everywhere, where it will move? There is no question of any movement at all. Whatever is existing everywhere, like this space, where should it move? Should the Bangalore space move to Los Angeles to become a space there? It is always there. That's why the Achalaha. Now, analogy of the space. What is this? Is the commonest analogy in Upanishads and Vedanta. Space and Atma are very nearer to one another, but space is not Atma because space is Jada, space is created, space is born, and space gives birth to several other things. Space will accommodate several other things. Whereas Chaitanya is not born, Chaitanya is not Jada, it is Chaitanya itself. And even though everything is propelled by Chaitanya, Chaitanya doesn't get attached to anything. Nissanga. This is the comparison. The pervasiveness, non-contamination, and the Sarva Vyapakatva, everywhere it is there, that is a similarity. The concept of Achyuta, Chuti means loss, falling down from a position. Suppose I sit in a chair and fall down, that is a Chuti. Somebody is in a good job, he lost the job, Chuti. That is falling down or changing downward. This is the Chuti. This Achyuta. In worldly life, there are several gains followed by losses like money, job, relationship. You have relationship and you lose it. And that is Chuti. Even Swarga also, Punya will be over. Once the credit card is exhausted, they will knock us out. So this is Chuti, whereas Paramatma is a functional definition of Chuti is it doesn't change. There is no question of stooping down or falling down. Why? It is essential nature. One cannot stoop down from the essential nature. For example, most of you are males here, men. Can you stoop down from your maleness? Some are women. Can you stoop down from your womanhood? You cannot. That is your swarupa, swabhava. Like Agni Ushnavat, just like the Agni and the Ushna. Sada Sarva Samaha. I am same, everywhere, great equalizer. What is the great equalizer in the world? Chaitanya is the greatest equalizer, which doesn't have any discrimination of caste, creed, gender, age, name, position, riches, anything you name. It is the greatest equalizer for everything. It is beyond the name and form. It is Sat and Chit. Sat means present all the time. Trikala abadhyam. Trikala means past, present, and future. Or Jagrat, Swapna, and Sushupti. Or Stula, Sukshma, and Karana. Stula, Sukshma, and Karana are the rupas which happen in the time only. All these rupas are time bound. So Sat means Trikala Abhadhya. Chit means consciousness absolute, Jnana absolute, wisdom absolute, knowledge absolute, Yeruka. Everything else is reflected consciousness. Suppose I know something about medicine. It is a reflected consciousness. I know that there is a person who is coming, who has come and standing near my door. It is a reflected consciousness. But this is the original consciousness. Nissangaha. I told you the tongue metaphor. You have to role play in the world. You will have relationships. Nissangaha means no relationship. So accept this as a solution in life. What will happen? You wanted to educate your son. No, you behave like that. Because if you can have a relationship, he may hear, mostly he may not hear. Even then, you are nissangaha, you are undisturbed. Your peace is not disturbed by whatever others do or not do according to your wish. Most of the time, what will happen? We have this sangha and expect the world and people to be and behave in a particular fashion, which will make me happy. But I know my happiness is not conditioned by anything that is outside. So I am nissangaha. Whatever may be there, that relationship, that experience, let it go. That is not going to disturb my happiness. If that is there, I will be part of it. If that is not there, still I am not disturbed. That is called the Nissangaha. Nirmalaha, this is again, the triple purity, Sthola Sarira, physical body, Sukshma Sarira, mental impurities, Karana Sarira, seed ignorance. That's why Nirmala, he is using the word Nirmala, and also, the Niranjana. All these words are about the triple purity of all the three levels of body that we describe. Achalaha, self is sarvagataha, it is everywhere. Once I say something is everywhere, there is no reason to move. Because you are not everywhere, you have to move to Bombay for your work. If you have to work in Bombay, you have to go there. Physically, if you are asked to go there, you have to go. Because you are not there as well as here. Whereas Atma is everywhere. This is the story of, Sri Krishna in every Gopika's house. Means what? A consciousness which is everywhere. It will be seen in this Gopika's house, in that Gopika's house, in Rasa's house, in Satyabhama's house, everywhere. That means what? He is Sarvagataha, everywhere. Consciousness is everywhere, like space. Akashavat, infinite, very subtle, all encompassing, untainted, unmixed with anything. Achyuta, changeless, beyond the reach of time, birth and death is the Achyuta. Sarva Samaha negates the ego sense of superiority and inferiority. When you know that you are Sarva Samaha, there is nobody who is superior to you. You don't have a very sorry figure looking at him. There is nobody who is inferior to you. You don't have to feel very great about yourself when you see something inferior. There is no inferiority or superiority. Inferiority and superiority are ego's problems. Atma is sarvasamaha. Where is the question of it being having anything? Nissangaha, unattached. The ability to interact with the world without being bound by the relationships in the world is Nissangaha. Achalaha, ultimate stability, unmoved. It is the mover of everything, but it never moves. This particular sloka is a Mahavakya. You can take it. Once again, I will read it. अहमाकाशवत् सर्वं बहिरन्तर्गतोच्युतः सदा सर्वसमस्थितः निस्सङ्गः निर्मलोचलः. So let us go to the next one. Show the next one once. Okay. नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तैकम् अखण्डानन्दमद्वयम् सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं यत् परं ब्रह्मैव ब्रह्महमेव तत् सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं यत् परं ब्रह्मा अहमेव तत्. Okay. Once again. Nitya Suddha Vimukta Yekam. Each is a contemplation word. Go and after the class, you contemplate Nityoham, Suddhoham, Vimuktoham, Yekoham, Akhandoham, Anandoham, Advayoham. Each word is a Nidhityasana word. Just like last time, the previous sloka and this sloka also. Take each word, each phrase, and then contemplate on that. Nitya Suddha Vimuktaikam Akhandanandamadvayam Satyam Jnanam Anantam Yat Param Brahma Ahameva Tat. What we did? We gave all the description of the Parma. Yat Param Brahma Ahameva Tat. That Parabrahma, I am myself. What is that? I am verily the Supreme Brahman alone, which is eternal, pure, free, single, indivisible, non-dual, and of the nature of changeless knowledge infinite. That is the Satchit Swarupa. Nitya Suddha Vimuktoham. Nitya, eternal. There is no time frame for that. Anitya is within the time. Nitya is beyond the time or eternal or doesn't come under the fold of time. Suddha, pure, you already know that. Vimukta, ever liberated. There is no question of craving for or trying for or begetting liberation. Ever liberated. Liberated. Akhandanandam. Akhanda, indivisible. Homogeneous bliss. Bliss absolute. Akhandanandam. Advayam. Is there anything similar to that? No, there is no similar thing like Atma with these attributes. This is the only one. It doesn't have the threefold differences. Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata Bedha na asti. Sajatiya, same jati, Manava jati, Janta jati, different Vijatiya, different jatis. And then Swagata in the same body, different parts. Like that, we have several differences. In my body, I have Swagata differences, between different parts. Hand is different, leg is different, like that. And I am Sajatiya, in the same human beings, I am different from the other human beings. Vijatiya, this Manava Jati is different from the Pasu Jati, Pakshi Jati, or any other creatures. So that sort of differentiation is there for all the beings. Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata. Atma is, there is no Sajati, Vijati differences. This is the Advayam, non-dual, means Sajatiya Bheda, Vijatiya Bheda, Swagata Bheda Rahitoham. Satyam, existence absolute. Jnanam, knowledge absolute. Anantam, infinite bliss absolute. Yat Param Brahma, that Supreme Brahman. Who is that? Some great grandfather is sitting with beard above the clouds. That is Brahman. Sorry, it's not the way you should understand. Ahameva tat. I am alone that. I am that alone. I am nothing else. Eva means alone. I am that alone. I am nothing else. Doctor, actor, father, whatever things you think you are not. I am that alone. Tattvamasi. Acharya says, Nitya Suddha Vimukta Ekam. Nityam, to be added for each word. This Nitya, just like that Sada in the previous verse, we add that Nitya to each particular word. Nitya Suddham, Nitya Vimuktam, Nitya Ekam. Every word you keep on adding that Nitya prefix, so that it glorified. The sloka gets glorified. Don't take Nitya as separate. You can take also. If you say Nitya, eternal, and Suddha, pure. But if you add the word to each one of them, it gives a further glorification of the understanding. This is the difference between Visishtadvaitam and Advaitam. Visishtadvaitam, grossly what it tells, Paramatma is Ekam and one to start with. Then he modified and became many, as the pranis are the jivas. And in this state he is many. At the end of pralaya, all these many will merge and become one. That is Visishta. That means once upon a time, Paramatma is one. Sometime later in future, he will again become one. But in between, it is not one. It is many. This is a manifold. This is plural. Advaita says, Paramatma is one, was one, and will be one. There is no question. This is called a Nitya. Nitya means Nityadvayam. Nityadvayam means ever it is one only. Sometime it is one, sometime become many, then again become one, is not the understanding. Advaita says Nitya Advaya means it was one, it is one, it will be one. This is Advaitam. This difference we must understand between Visishtadvaita and Advaita. Then the problem comes, No, no, if it is one now also, but I am seeing many, I'm seeing the plurality. Okay, you are seeing, see, enjoy, be there, and then experience it. But that's all an experience, and that is all an error of your Maya or your illusion. It is a hallucination you are having that all these are different, but in fact they are all Brahman only. By hallucination, you are thinking. See, the rope, when you have a hallucination or a bhranti of a snake on the rope was rope. The rope is rope. The rope will be rope. Even at the time of the hallucination of the snake, at that time also it is rope only. You are only calling it a snake. So, the world is Brahman, it was Brahman, it is Brahman. Even if I see the plurality or the Bhranti of the world as many, even at this time of hallucination or the Bhranti also, it is one only. I am only, by projection of my mind, I am seeing the plurality. It is Nityam and Ekam. These two are very important. Nityam, Ekam, Advayam. Akhanda Anandam. What is Akhandanandam? Khandanandam. Bit by bit Ananda. You go and watch a beautiful movie, Ananda. While coming in the scooter, on the scooter, you fell down, Dukkha. What happened? The Ananda of the picture which you went vanished immediately. Okay. Your son has to come from America. So they're waiting. You received him at the airport, came home, 15 days Ananda, or whatever it is, sometimes Dukkha also when he comes. So again he left. The Dukkha is replaced by Ananda. Thank God he left. Or, sorry, he has left. The Ananda and Dukkha are Khanda Anandas. That means they come and go. Khanda, part, bit by bit. This is what Akhandanandam. There is Akhanda means uninterrupted, not bit by bit, universal, uniform Ananda. All Anandas you get are Pratibimbanandas. That is the reflected Ananda. Once the reflecting substance or person disappears, the Ananda disappears. Reflected Dukkha also like that. Pratibimbananda, Pratibimba Dukkha. Pratibimbananda, you should not be attached to that. Even in sort of jhana, you feel Ananda. Oh, that is a Pratibimbananda. That feeling that you are very having Ananda is also not Atma. Because Pratibimbananda comes once the jhana is over, Ananda is lost. That is not what I want. I am Akhandananda, the continuous bliss absolute. Khandananda, because of the sleep or samadhi or jhana, you may experience. Akhandananda is your Swarupa. This never departs. This is also called Swarupananda. Akhandananda, Swarupanando, Ahamasmi. And my Ananda is not dependent upon any external factor. One rule, this is Pratibimbananda or Akhandananda for you to understand. If your Ananda is dependent upon a person, object, or experience, then it is a Khandananda. When your Ananda does not anticipate, does not require anything to make you blissful, that is called the Akhandananda. How do you get it? No, sorry, you don't have to get it. You are already that. If you know that Pratibimbananda is not real, you are already Khandananda. That's why Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Beautiful lyrics are penned by Shankaracharya, our Acharya himself. That is what is called the Govindashtakam. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Nityam. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Nityam Anakasham Paramakasham. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Nityam Anakaram Paramakaram Gosta Prankhana Rinkhana Lola Manayasam Paramayasam Maya Kalpita Leelakaram Akaram Bhuvanakaram. That's a beautiful verse. Satyam Jnanam Anantam. This is the Mahavakya of Taittiriya Upanishad. The teaching of Taittiriya Upanishad is you are Satyam Jnanam Anantam. In order to make you understand these three words only, entire Brahmavalli or the Anandavalli is written. Anandavalli is one chapter of Taittiriya Upanishad. Okay? Satyam Trikala api tishtati. It is existent in all the kalas. What are the kalas? Past, present, and future. Jagrat kala, Swapna kala, Sushupti kala. Trikala means all this. There it is beyond the time. Trikala apitishtati means time cannot differentiate, say it is there, it is not there. Such an existence is called existence absolute or satyam. Jnanam. Jnanam means we have jnanam. There is a bottle here. This is a bottle jnanam. There is a mobile phone here. Mobile phone jnanam. So several jnanams are coming. And that is a knowledge that there is a mobile phone, knowledge that somebody has called if there is a ring, and that is comes and goes. That is called the vritti jnana. That is also called the khanda jnana. That is called the khandakara vritti. That is the vritti jnana comes and goes, whereas swarupa jnana or pure consciousness is nirvishesha jnana. Savishesha jnana, differentiated consciousness. The consciousness as bottle, as rose, as table, as sun, this consciousness, this jnana is a conditioned consciousness or reflected consciousness or divided consciousness or vritti jnana. Whereas Swarupa Jnana is absolute consciousness, pure consciousness, pure awareness. There is no Vishesha in that. This is called Nirvishesha Jnana. So, Anantam means timeless, Antaless. Anta is ending, there is no ending. How can you say that? How can I can't think about it physically? Can you think about anything which doesn't have an ending? Think about something and tell me which doesn't have an ending. This mobile phone will have an ending. This body will have an ending. What is that which doesn't have an ending? Imagine a circle. Where is the end? Where is the beginning? Huh? In circle, where is the end and where is the beginning? Ananta. Like that, you can. This particular Chaitanya is eternal, Ananta, timeless. Whatever has got a beginning and an ending means it is an appearance, it is relative, it goes. Whatever does not require the beginning and ending is eternal, that is independent of any conditioning, that is called absolute. This is a sample Nitithyasana sloka, this one. So, this particular verse I told you is Nitithyasana contemplation verse. Contemplating on something is called dhyana. Contemplating on your own self is Nitithyasana. Difference is dhyana is you take Shiva, 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 Vishnu, 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 Om, 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 Shakti, Shakti, Shakti. Or contemplating on this. If you want to buy a iPhone 17, iPhone 17, iPhone 17, iPhone 17. Always dhyana. Keep on chanting that in your mind and outside also until you buy it. After you buy that, iPhone 18, iPhone 18, that is dhyana. Okay, Nididhyasana is these verses. Nityoham, Suddhoham, Akhandoham, Anandoham, Nirvikalpoham, Nirakvaroham, Niranjanoham, Achyutoham, Shantoham, Shivoham, Ahamasmi. They are about yourself. You are contemplating. This is called the Nididhyasana. These slokas are Nididhyasana slokas. We should quietly sit in one corner of a place where no other external disturbances are there. Suchau deshe pratishtapya, be in a clean, quiet room, stiram asanam atmanaha, be seated properly so that you don't fall, and then start thinking about yourself. What is that? Atma samstam manah kritva. Keep the mind only on the Atma, that is yourself. Na kinchidapi chintayet. Don't think about any other distraction. This is the Bhagavad Gita sloka, 6th chapter. So, when you try to remove the problem, what will happen? You have accepted the problem. Let's say there is a problem. Problem in the office. You are very, very much interested and working hard to remove the problem. That means you accepted the problem as yourself. You have not kept the problem separately from you. If you start looking at the problem is there. I'm not saying deny the problem. Keep the problem separately from you and find out what are the solutions. And don't get engrossed with the problem. Problem will have a solution. Every lock has got a key. Definitely there will be a key for that problem, and problem gets solved. Some problems, if you endure it, they will lose. Some problems, if you endure it, it passes off. You don't have to do anything, just endure it. Some problems will get solved over a course of time with human effort, but you be away from the problem. That is the nididhyasana you are doing. I am not the problem. I am witness of the problem. I don't have anything to do with the problem for my happiness. I am ever ananda. Nididhyasana is dropping the habitual reactions to situations. Situations will come immediately, some reaction, positive reaction or negative reaction. Somebody says something, I like it very much. So 10 likes, 20 likes up or downs. Or somebody says something, they have told like that. This is immediate reaction. Don't even wait for a second whether it is worth reacting or not. Without even giving any sort of intellectual discussion in the mind, you react to the situation, and sometimes it will create drastic environment and you face the consequences. Nitithyasana tells you that the situations and experiences are outside other than you. Drop the habitual expectation and change in people or experiences. Always we try to change others. Why? I want happiness. For my happiness, I want this change. I want my son to take up this particular course because that keeps me happy. What if he takes another course? I don't feel happy. So for your happiness, you have an expectation on someone. Expectation and comparison are the two root causes of your misery. Expectation and comparison, the moment you annul them, remove them, these habitual expectations, habitual comparisons between people, between objects, between things, between experiences, will always make you temporarily happy or unhappy, which will give you a lot of misery. Now, Nididhyasana tells you, I don't have expectation, I don't have comparison, because the Atma need not be compared, is only one. I don't have expectation because Atma is full. What expectation Atma should have? I am Purnoham, I am Asangoham. I don't have expectation, I don't have comparison. This is the Nididhyasana. One must ask, should I not change the people if they are committing mistakes? No, that fellow is committing mistake. Should I not change? Is it not my moral responsibility or legal responsibility? Okay, you try. Nothing will happen. You are only kantha shosha. Nothing will happen. Things will be on their own. But if you try, you do an attempt, sincere attempt to try and correct somebody. But don't expect the change will be in a way you want it. If you expect the change is going to be in a way you wanted, it will not be like that. You will be in misery. That is why this is what is called asanga or nisanga. Being in the world, not and getting engrossed with the world, not getting entangled with the web of the world. Be in the water, let the boat be, and let not the water come into the boat. The tongue, let it be in the mouth, let it not be bitten by the 32 teeth. carefully negotiate and come out as asanga or nisanga. These are practical tips. This is not something Vedanta, some God is sitting above, I will do some meditation by supernatural power, I will be taken by a Pushpaka Vimana from here to there, one day I will attain there, now I am not that. These sort of concepts you drive away. This Atma Bodha is to drive away the fundamental misunderstanding about Jnana, about Atma, about God, and about you yourself. As Jnani, Jnani also gives advice. Suppose you go to a Jnani, Ramana Maharshi, you go and ask him, what do you don't do anything. Or he will say something. He will not expect that the things will happen according to. Okay, once you start expectation and comparison, you are samsari. One no expectation, no comparison, you are mukta, you are liberated, you are not bound by what happens. Expectation is samsara, nissanga is moksha. Expectations from son, wife, husband, father, mother, friend, employer, servant. So many expectations every day only. Servant, 9 o'clock she has to come. 9:05, she has not yet come. Not. Maybe she is held up, she will come. Why are you too worried about that? If she doesn't come, the world is going to stop or what? You will do your work or employ somebody who is regular. Later on, you get detached from these expectations. Then how long I should practice this? Next question is, this nididhyasana, how long I should practice? Another question, no? Very valid question. Okay, sir, you are telling that nididhyasana, expectation, comparison not there, nisanga, suddhoham, anantoham, atmoham, sachidananda rupaham, all that meditation. But how long? There is no question of long here. There is no question of time here. How long you will breathe? How long? How long should I breathe? Suppose you go to a doctor and ask him how long I should breathe. What is the answer? As long as you want to live. This nididhyasana, this sort of detachment, vairagya and viveka, that what should be left out, and that is a heyam, what should be taken, upadeyam, that is a heya is to be left out, upadaya is to be contemplative thing, and these two, nirantaram. Nirantaram means, you know what is it? Nirantaram means without any gap. Nirantara nididhyasa, nirantara abhyasa. Until you don't have anything to do with the world and you are a jnani. If you become a jnani, then no more nididhyasana, because nididhyasana is a tool and this tool is not required because you already know who you are. If you don't have that state of jnani, you have to do it nirantara. So for all practical purposes, since we are not jnanis, this nididhyasana is timeless. You have to do every day, every time, without any break. You try and pour some liquid oil from the cup into another cup. Will it fall drop by drop or will it fall beautiful stream? This is called ajyatharaya. Ajyam is ghee, clarified butter, which is liquefied butter, clarified butter, liquefied ghee. If you try to pour it, it comes in stream. This nididhyasana should be an uninterrupted stream like that. Ramana Maharshi says, Ajyatharaya srotasa samam. Like that he says. So deep analysis is, what is your ontological nature? What is your swarupa? Verse defines very clearly by negation. You are Nitya, you are Suddha, you are Vimukta. You are liberated, you are ever pure, and you are eternal. Okay, then what is the essence of Swarupa Lakshana, definition of Swarupa Lakshana? Then what am I? Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. Satyam, Trikalabadhyam, absolutely unchanging in all the three states, and Jnanam, the consciousness absolute, Anantam, limitless. Anantam is also called Ananda. Infinite bliss is Ananda. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Satyam, Jnanam, Anandam. All mean the same. What is the difference between Advaita and Visishtadvaita? I told you, in Visishtadvaita, Parabrahman was one, Now he became many and he will become one again. In Advaita, it is not like that. Paramatma or Chaitanya is one, was one, is one, and will be one. So this is the Advaita perspective. The rope snake analogy you can use. Even when there is an imaginary snake there, it was rope only. Before the before the hallucination of the snake, it was rope. During the hallucination also, it was rope only. After the hallucination is gone with the torchlight, then also it is rope only. Like that you have to understand. So the psychological bliss of Akhandananda and Khandananda, we have seen Khandananda is limited happiness, Akhandananda also. What is the radical acceptance? Practice of the Nididhyasana. Be in the world, don't depend for your happiness on the world, and the relationships, understand, are relative. The word relationship itself says it is relative, it is not absolute. What is relationship? It is related to you, she is wife. Related to your son, she is mother. Related to her father, she is daughter. That is relative. Relationship is relative, not absolute. Jnani is, he doesn't live in the relative plane. He lives in the absolute plane. Okay? Nirantara abhyasa. How long I should do? You be reactionless and without being relationships, engrossed in the relationships, without expectations, without comparison, like the Ajyadhara, Nirantara Nitithyasana is the only. How do I do Nitithyasana? Use these 2, 3 verses there, last week verses and this week verses. Ahameva tat yad Brahma ahameva tat. I have described the Brahman, yad Brahma, that Brahma, aham eva tat. What did I describe about Brahman? I will see. What Acharya told, we will see. Nitya, Suddha, Vimukta, Yekam, Nityoham, Suddhoham, Vimuktoham, Yekoham, Akhandoham, Anandoham, Advayam. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Yad Brahma Ahamev Tat Satyam Jnanam Anantam Param Yad Brahma Tat Brahma Ahameva. I am that Brahman. Ahamasmi, 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 Ahamasmi. Soham, 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 Ahamasmi. Let's read both the verses once again. अहमाकाशवत् सर्वं बहिरन्तर्गतोऽच्युतः सदा सर्वसमसिद्धो निःसङ्गो निर्मलोऽचलः नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तो विमुक्तैकम् अखण्डानन्दमद्वयम् सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं यत्परं ब्रह्माहमेव तत् ॐ
ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्